It's really just like a colonized mindset
of individualism
versus tapping in to that ancestral wisdom which says, I'll be all right,
yeah,
and I'm gonna help you to be all right.
Welcome, 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 everybody. We're striding side by side with voices from every block and every background.
So happy you're here.
And deep diving into topics that are off the beaten path.
You ready to sweat? We're only gonna crank it up from there.
As we take a walk in the park.
You wanna take a walk with me?
Well. We are here in the beautiful Civic Center Park in the heart of the capital, Denver, Colorado. And I have my wonderful guest, Miss Evelyn Escobar.
Hello.
Meet Evelyn Escobar, the force behind Hikerb, shaking up the outdoor scene for BIPOC women. From solo hikes in LA to building a community that's all about inclusivity and empowerment. Evelyn's turning nature into everyone's playground. This social activist, creative mind, and all-around trailblazer who uses her voice to advocate for social and environmental change. Let's dive into her world. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me here.
You grew up in Washington.
I grew up outside of DC in Northern Virginia, so shout out to the DMV.
DMV, it's such a broad area. I'm from the South.
It isn't though,
like,
it's
DMV,
concentrated. Oh, no.
What?
If you are from Delaware, you should not be claiming DMV. Okay, DMV is Northern Virginia, DC, Maryland, even like Baltimore, people be like DMV, I'm like, that's a little far.
How did like growing up in Washington impact your worldview versus for like when you went to LA?
One, like being there, you're so close to the political world, right? Like DC's right there, the White House is there, the Capitol's there. So being politically active is kind of like ingrained. You don't really think about it.
Yeah.
But also being in like predominantly white spaces that were considered to be like the diverse areas, having to navigate what that looks like for you when you're like othered because of society, not because of like who you actually are.
Yeah.
Is a little bit of a mind f***.
You live in a political city, so you see the importance of using your voice, voting, taking a stand for what you believe in.
Yeah.
Kind of what set you off to finding your voice?
Really what helped me find my voice, I owe it all to my grandmother. So
shout out to the granny.
No, literally, they are truly the grandmothers in every way.
Yeah.
And she helped raise me. She is my Kiche. Hearing the stories about how she grew up in actually a very important city to Maya people, Chichicastenango, which, you know, at an early age, she was helping her mom sell food on the street and not going to school. And knowing that if I had the privilege to, well, just to do anything, that I needed to take it. And not only to take it, but to help my community, to help my people, and of course, women specifically, because, you know, women bear the weight when it comes to the ramifications of living in a patriarchal, capitalistic, white supremacist society.
People don't even understand, like, there's different, black feminism exists for a reason because there is a very selective experience that you experience as a minority woman.
And what they say is like feminism without intersectionality is just white supremacy. So, you know, if you're not advocating for the liberation and the justice for all women, specifically the women of the global South, the black and brown women of this world, then it's just, it doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah. How you feeling on that treadmill?
I feel good. Honestly, maybe I should go up a little bit higher. I feel like, am I going a little too easy?
Yeah, just a little bit, you know, let's get a little stride in, you know what I mean?
Like, see, this is like mall pace. Like I'm shopping. You know, I need to run my errands. I'm going to Target.
Okay.
Like, yeah, this is good.
This is kind of fast. Like, if I'm walking this fast in public, I'm afraid I might get stopped. Growing up, did you really see yourself represented in the outdoors?
No. First of all, the invitation that I had to the outdoors was my aunt who lived in LA. Okay. Who was like the Hikerb prototype, right?
Yeah.
So the first time I went to visit her, I was 10.
Okay.
And she took me up to the Griffith Observatory, right?
Blew your mind, right?
Blew my mind. I saw these people
like,
hiking,
all that stuff is right here?
Saw these beautiful mountains and all these trees, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. And from then on, every time I would come back to visit her, we would always go hiking. So by the time that I moved to LA, I had done most of the major hiking trails there. Back in Virginia, I lived 5 minutes away from a state park with hiking trails and campgrounds. And to this day, I still have never been. which just shows you the difference of culture
Yeah.
in both places. You know what I mean?
When was it the moment where you was like, the industry needs me? Like,
That was never a thought I've ever had.
you never tried to say the industry?
I never have, that has never crossed my mind.
Okay.
What did cross my mind is after moving to LA, after venturing out, doing bigger trips, I finally went to the Grand Canyon in Zion on my first like national park road trip. I thought I was going to these tourist destinations, right? All these people in LA are like, oh yeah, Zion, I go to Zion on the weekend. And I was like, oh cool, I'm gonna go.
It is tourist for them.
It is, but when I went out there, I was like, this is not giving tourists. There's like no diversity. And in fact, I'm on like the easiest trail and people are looking at me with like curiosity. And I'm like, this is so bizarre. It really piqued something in me to be like, one, I've been out here and I realize how much this is doing for my healing journey as someone who was not taught how to like process emotions and, you know, reset and release. Like just being outside is naturally doing that for me.
Yeah.
And then two, I know there are so many other Black and brown women who enjoy outdoor recreation, who do this too. And then two, I was hiking by myself so much in LA that I was like, you know what? I'm going to, it's like I had a chip on my shoulder. Like I need to show people like, yeah, we're out here too. Not only are we out here too, but like we belong to these lands.
Yeah.
And we all have this shared connection, whether we like it or not, to traumatic experiences to the land. We all share generational trauma tied to being historically excluded. So that was what was on my spirit. I just told friends, hey, I'm starting a hiking group, we all come? And they're like, yeah. I literally just posted it on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
We did our first hike, which was up to the observatory, which was also the first hike that I ever did.
So you got to share your first experience with some people having their first experience.
Yeah, so it was a full circle moment. And I was like, 10 people came? This is amazing.
Right.
And then my husband took our pictures. I posted said pictures on Instagram. And that's how Hikerb started.
It's a labor of love. And
exactly.
You were kind of just doing something. It wasn't like you had a 10-point business plan and like.
No.
What really made you step forward and do the work?
Throughout my career, I've always worked to not be the only one in the room. It's not enough to be the one. Like you have to open the door for other people.
Yeah.
You have to lift as you climb. This started because it was on my spirit, because this came from the heart, because this came as a creative solution to something that I felt needed to be.
Yeah.
And everything else has been a bonus on top of that. And we've gotten so far. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now community is this buzzword and it's commodified and people want to just like lead things.
Yeah.
If you don't truly care and invest in the people that you are bringing out, then it's not really community. And so I lead community forward always. Everything else, like I said, is just the bonus.
Okay.
But you can still have fun and you can still be creative and you can still do the fun collaborations and do this, that, and the other and the sexy stuff.
Yeah.
But that can be your focus.
Yeah.
Or it shouldn't. It shouldn't be your focus.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I mean, because it comes a point of some survivability. Because it's just like the exploitation that I've seen in outdoors. Because it's just like, I know people who don't get to recreate unless they're making a rich white man some money. And I feel like if you just can't go for a hike because you don't have the necessary tools to do that and you only get to do it when someone says so, then that's not recreation and that's not freedom. And I just think about how that impacts health and mental health and wellness. And like, I come from a place of turmoil and like, there's so many people walking around with hurt, you know?
Yes.
Like people stay in Memphis, but I don't think they're like living, you know what I mean?
For sure.
And
a big part of that is just like not having access to green spaces, not being able to go outside, not being able to go take a walk, not being able to literally touch grass. You know what I mean? Like we all need to touch grass. It's like resources, right? Because then like, sure, there's maybe playgrounds, but are those playgrounds actually taken care of? Are people actually investing in, you know what I mean?
Can we sweep up this broken glass, please?
Exactly.
Like, please. How important is it showing up and being your true self in an industry that is like rattled with assimilation?
Well, I mean, I think it just goes back to like being a leader. You know what I mean? It's not, one, it does take intentionality, it does take courage to show up in your fullest self, in fullest expression, despite what society may look like or this industry may look like. even as like scary as it may feel sometimes, or the anxiety that it may give me sometimes, I'm always going to do it because I know I need to do it, and I don't give myself any other option, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think my strength is that I've never come to any of this with the perspective of like being in the outdoor industry. You know what I mean? In
Community was
some
always
ways,
first.
I fell into this. Like I created a job for myself that I didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
You know, recently we got this like beautiful write-up in Essence from this recent collaboration that we did with the North Face. One of the lines, I was just like, I know that's right. The line that they put in was basically on October 15th, 2017, Evelyn and Escobar set out on a journey that would shift the culture of the outdoors forever. And I'm like, yes. Because that's exactly what it is. Because no one is approaching it from purely like a creative angle that centers community.
Yeah.
And like that is the gift. That is our bread and butter, because it's not just making cool things.
Yeah.
And saying we're doing this, like we're doing that and we make all the cool things.
You're
So,
able to make cool things as a byproduct of really showing up and showing out.
Exactly.
The way that you stand up for what you believe in, it doesn't ever come off like you walked the line or played the game to get what you want, you know?
Well, thank you.
And I just know how hard it is, especially as a Black Indigenous woman, you know what I mean, to not play the game.
Yeah, because, you know, at the end of the day, because of that, I also have to have this understanding that, like, there will be societal limitations, but I still fully believe that I can do anything. The people that need to hear the message, the people that I need to reach, will be reached. And to not let that stop me, because, you know, the mainstream media society is going to champion and applaud a certain way. That way is not me. And so I have to accept that I'm doing something different, and to stand by that and know that I will receive my flowers in my way. And I'm not playing to, you know, the white gaze or a white supremacist society. And it is what it is.
Let's expound on that, but let's kick it up to a little joggy jog. How you feeling?
Okay,
Just
let's
a
do
little
it.
joggy jog.
A little joggy jog? Oh, God.
Joggy jog, you know?
All right, here we go.
That,
I can't believe you really got me running out here on the f***ing treadmill.
it's a crazy ass concept, ain't it?
It is. I forgot my inhaler too.
You're gonna be Superwoman. Your lungs running in altitude.
Bionic lungs.
Yeah, you're gonna be like upgraded. In my career, I found that like the more I create for myself, the more opportunities I have.
Why do you think that is?
I truly give the world a unique perspective that can't be replicated.
Yes.
I'm one of one. I'm from South Memphis. And I know I say that in like, Google South Memphis, bro. Google South Memphis, bro. Y'all don't even understand. Like, there's not another person in the industry like me. There ain't even a lot of Black people, let alone someone from the block. The industry needs a breath of fresh air. We have people who make the same damn movie every year. I tried to climb. I didn't climb. I trained. No, I climbed. And they come from conquering. It's not appreciation. They have to conquer. I focus on people's stories because I believe through stories how we immortalize people. It is very important in my work to show Black people in strength, not in destitute, not suffering, not like, please, sir. Like, you know what I mean? We're strong, we're powerful, and if given a chance, we can do all type of shit.
Exactly.
And the industry needs our voices, it needs our perspective.
And it's beyond this industry. It's what the world needs. It's what every human being should strive for. Is literally just being the most potent version of themselves, because we need it as a collective people. That's why we're on this earth.
Because
not to just assimilate into structures that do not benefit us.
When it comes to using your voice online, I admire it. Because
I cannot believe you have me running on this damn treadmill, first of all. I just need to say that. Keep going.
But do you view that it is brave to stand up for what you believe in?
Yes and no. Yes, because of the society that we live in. And no, because it's a requirement and a duty of every person. So if you have a platform, if you have privilege of any sort, it's not for you to hoard.
Yeah.
It's not for your own personal gain.
Yeah.
It's for you to do something with. So I've always lived by that. That's not to say that like there hasn't been learnings, I haven't been able to go deeper. I'm still very much a student, but I'm never going to hesitate on saying what I know is right.
Yeah.
Because of fear of how others may perceive it. And always choose courage.
Yeah.
Because you can be your multi-dimensional self.
Yeah.
And still navigate this world in the ways that you want. We've just been conditioned to minimize ourselves to fit into other people's boxes. And as long as you do that, that's the life that you'll live.
Ooh.
And that's the thing, is like we're just, as a society, so stuck in scarcity. They're so scared of what they'll lose, not realizing what they'll gain is tenfold. It's holding on to your integrity. It's holding on to your personhood, realizing that we are all connected to every other living and non-living thing.
Yes.
So it's really just like a colonized mindset
Of individualism.
versus tapping in to that ancestral wisdom which says, I'll be all right,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna help you to be all right.
I grew up in a house where we lived off $15,000 a year for 3 people.
Yeah,
What the y'all gonna do to me?
right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm gonna lose opportunity. I'm a hustler. I'm gonna go get another one. The
The train's gonna keep on moving.
right? I
Yeah.
pay myself. What are you talking about? This is my show, not yours. The hell?
Exactly.
What does the future look like for Evelyn and Hikerb and what she wants to do next?
You know, I love and also hate that question.
I know, so
Because
much
I'm like,
pressure.
I'm existing in the present. I'm wearing my own North Face collaboration.
Oh, top
Running a treadmill with
And never-
Malik for outside.
Yeah.
This was never supposed to be my job.
Talk it.
I have worked with, you know, most of the major outdoor brands. I have people coming to me,
Shit.
asking me how to start community. What more do I need?
Yeah.
But at the same time, because I'm a Virgo, I'm gonna just keep doing it up. I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep beating myself and outdoing myself
Yeah.
and spreading what we're doing far and wide. So this is really just the beginning, which is beautiful because, you know, it's been a journey, but we're truly just getting started.
No, I'm happy for you. You have made it to our elusive trivia round. What's gonna happen here is I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
If you get it wrong, we both have to speed up. So
Okay.
I think it would be advantageous for both of us if you knew,
Get it right.
if you could get these right.
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell you this,
Yep.
you might not, because I couldn't get
Oh,
So let's see.
no!
Let's see.
Don't do me like this.
I don't know, you in Hikerb, y'all be hiking.
I be hiking, but like I said, I am not the industry girl in that way.
Well, we gonna
But
see.
go ahead.
All right, 1st
Let's see.
question, drum roll.
Here we go.
What is the longest continuous hiking trail in the United States? You got multiple choices. Hold
Okay.
on.
Okay.
We have A, the Appalachian Trail. There's
Okay.
monsters in them woods.
There are.
The Continental Divide Trail
Okay.
or the Pacific Crest Trail.
I think it's the PCT.
You think it's the PCT?
Yeah.
I think we're about to have to run faster because it's
No!
it's the Continental Divide Trail. All right, we're here a little
Here we
faster
go.
now. Which national park is home to the famous Half Dome feature?
Yosemite.
I thought it was called Hollow World. Is this the chalky left? Oh my God. I'm finna go see my
residue.
project now, bro. You know, anytime I'm scared, I'm like, will Honnold be scared right now? What would Honnold do? Which natural phenomenon creates the northern lights? A, solar flares.
Solar flares.
Okay, she got
Yeah.
it right off the bat. The second one was climate change. If you would have said that, I'd been like,
No.
nope.
No.
It feels like climate change. The
It does.
northern lights came to
Yeah,
Memphis.
because they came to
They
the
came
United
to
States.
Memphis.
That's climate change.
I'm like, this is cancer. I don't give a fuck. This is cancer. Which country is known for its famous hike to Machu Picchu?
Peru.
You right.
Yeah.
You right. I ain't know that. I'm the host. I need to run faster. So the last question is, what is
Okay.
the highest peak in the continuous United States?
Okay, wait. Contiguous is just the lower 48, right?
I think so. I can never really tell they colonize so much shit, you know what I'm saying?
I do.
Some of my
I do know what
favorite
you're saying.
subgenre is when Americans go to Puerto Rico and be like, get out my country, and it's like, it's their country, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that's a whole other topic.
Yeah, next season.
Okay, is it Mount Elbert?
No,
Which one is it?
it's actually a Mount Whitney.
It's Mount Whitney?
Yeah. Ain't that
Dude,
in
maybe
Seattle or
because it's
something?
like local to me, because it's in California. I thought it wasn't as big, but okay.
You ain't from California.
I'm not from California.
You're really not from California.
I'm really not. Here we go.
So we made it. The lightning round. Cue the sound effects. Lightning. All right.
Okay.
With the lightning round,
All right.
we go for quick questions, this or
Here we
that.
go. Okay.
But we're gonna start easy, right?
Okay.
What's your favorite LA landmark?
Griffith Observatory.
Griffith Observatory. Coffee or tea after a hike?
Tea.
What's the best book you've read recently?
Reconciliation by Thich Nhat Hanh is the one that I'm currently reading, but it's also a really great book.
That sounds like it make you a better person.
It does. It does.
The last book I read was 50 Cent book.
You're gonna knock me off this treadmill.
He taught me how to be a businessman and a hustler. Yoga or meditation after a hike?
Maybe meditation. And we actually meditate on Hikerb hikes. So,
Ooh. Who is your favorite eco-friendly brand that you support?
ooh, there's a brand / organization called Sway Sew Shop. They are working to be workers owned,
Okay.
and everything that they make is upcycled. You can bring like your stuff and get it renewed. So
That's beautiful.
yeah, they're amazing.
It's zero waste, it sounds like.
Yes.
What is the most challenging hike in Southern California?
Mount Whitney. I'm actually doing it this year.
Turn up. Let me know. I want to come.
Yeah, come in September.
Okay. Can boys come to Hikerb?
Okay, so, no, listen. Okay, we center Black, Indigenous, and other racialized women, trans, and gender non-binary people. So anyone down with that mission is welcome to come.
Yeah.
Because we follow Black feminist theory. So we know if we put Black women first, everyone else will be supported along that journey.
What's your favorite spot in LA for a quick nature getaway?
Joshua Tree, probably. It's not like LA, but it's only like an hour and a half away.
Okay. Favorite outdoor event or festival?
I don't really favorite outdoor event.
Yeah. Come on.
Outside festival, duh.
What is your next big goal for Hikerb? You've already
Ooh.
done North Face.
Yeah.
You've already done Solomon. You've already connected with your community. What's next?
I always say worldwide Hikerb, bringing it out internationally, seeing our people in Europe, Central America, South America, Asia, worldwide Hikerb,
Bird.
Africa,
We done-
everywhere.
We done spoken to existence.
Yes,
It's coming now. So
It's
get
coming.
ready, world.
exactly.
We out here.
We out.
We in a park.
I'm
Coming
running.
to a country near you.
I don't have my inhaler.
She's
We're
an
still
altitude.
going.
She's
Yeah,
Wonder Woman. But with that, we can cut it.
we out. Thank
Season
you.
2, coming to you.
This is fun.
It was.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Now I'm out of breath.
Back on. You want to change the industry? Support them. Support the change you want to see. You're the Merc. Yeah, baby. Black on. Shout out to REI for supporting people, putting money and resources to help people. Yeah.
Support Black and brown people. They're the blueprints. They're the ones who are going to shift culture and continue to shift culture.
Yeah.
If you want to be cooler, better, more inclusive, let them lead. Don't just put them on your campaigns.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean, I am cute. I can't model, but you wanna go up.
I really
Slap.
love those things. That's
Slap,
like the
slap.
inner child in me that I'm like, they bring me joy.